Anyway, if I see something exceptionally weird, I upload. This, flat out in the history of the world, this is the weirdest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Now let's look at this. Vladimir Kara-Murza, M-U-R-Z-A, a prominent Kremlin critic who has survived 2 suspected poisonings, has been detained in Moscow. Okay, so let's look at this. So this is the guy, we all saw it on the news, that he survived 2 poisonings. They got him at the airport, in some other place, but he survived 2 poisonings. Okay, now, do you remember months ago we saw that? Where they gave him polonium? Anyway, this guy goes back and stays in Moscow. Goes back, stays in Moscow, knowing that he's targeted. And then he does interview on CNN about how bad how corrupt the Putin government is, and this war is a bunch of bullshit. And now he's doing this sitting in Moscow and goes on CNN. Okay, that's great that he said that. The guy's not a hero. He's the world's biggest moron. He gets poisoned twice, goes back to Moscow, not out in the Siberia, out on a farm in a radio room or something. But no, right in Moscow, where they know where he is. They're monitoring him because he's been so critical against Putin and the Russians in the war. And then now he wonders why he was arrested after the CNN interview. This is the nuttiest goddamn thing I've ever seen, flat out, bar none, in the history of the world. The guy's not going to get out of there. He's going to be killed. The Russians are going to say he's on a hunger strike and that he demands only polonium or he won't eat. But this absolutely makes no sense. That he was in Moscow. It's the same as if, like, okay, now look at it from their standpoint. That if a person did that right here in Washington, D.C., for instance, that you could be arrested for preaching to overthrow the government and the government is evil. And this, I have never seen nothing this nutty in my goddamn entire life. Craziest story ever to hit the internet. He's not a hero. He's a moron. Well, what do you think they're going to do? Okay. The thing is that he also went back to Moscow and was sitting there for months doing his preaching over the radio about to bring down the government and kill Putin and evil war. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But he was doing it right in Moscow after they had already tried to kill him twice. He's going to get a appointment with a high window. But nuttiest thing I've ever seen. I can't figure it out.
In Russia, he spoke from Moscow to CNN anchor Sarah Seidner, and joining me now is Sarah Seidner, anchor of The Big Picture with Sarah Seidner on CNN+.
Well, anyway,
some interview, clearly taking a big risk, and now detained by Moscow police.
Yeah, clearly taking a big risk, and now detained by Moscow police. The guy was suicidal. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen on the internet.